welcome to the show, Jussbuss Acoustic, presented by Reggae. It's your girl Rach, and we are at JoJo's today, and we are featuring a lady's favorite, Keznamdi. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks, man. It's a blessing.
And also, I have to congratulate you on the huge success of your EP, Bridging the Gap.
Yeah. You know
Tell us about that a little bit.
Well, the Bridging the Gap EP, to be honest, wasn't really for Jamaica. It was for the college scene in California when I released an EP, and it actually did more. It did more better in Europe and here in Jamaica, so that was quite a shock.
So it was more popular abroad than it was here?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, well, more in Europe side. It wasn't really popular in Cali, really, per se, but more in the Europe and Jamaican scene.
Okay.
So never expect that outcome, you know?
Mm-hmm. Which brings me to the next question, which is like, we know say you have fans in Jamaica, Cali, all the way in Africa, is it me? So which one is like, where you think is your biggest fan base right now?
I definitely have to say in Europe and in the college scene in California on the West Coast right there. So it really started out there when I released She Says. Okay. And the whole college scene, and we're just doing all colleges, just touring up and down like for a year and a half straight. So we generate a nice little buzz over there.
Nice.
Tell us a little bit about your background in the music industry and just as a musician in general.
Well, to be honest, I never wanted to do music.
Oh, really?
Music was more just of a hobby for me. I really wanted to play football.
Football?
But I was always raised around a musical family, you know what I mean? My parents, my uncles, my aunties, or my sisters do music. So it was always there subconsciously. And then after a couple of years, it coming on me consciously. I know we do conscious music though, so.
I know you from a long time still.
Yeah.
The thing is I know that you have a lot of sisters.
Yeah, man.
You know, like I don't know sure exactly how much sometimes.
Yeah, man. No, man. I have 4 sisters. Me have just my mother who is my sister too. So yeah, cause we have that kind of relationship. Yeah, man. We're always surrounded by a lot of women growing up, so we definitely get a little more understanding than the regular average man of what a woman goes through on a daily basis.
You know, I was just gonna ask you a question for the ladies, because I know ladies have to wonder this, right? You have 4 sisters.
Yes.
4 sisters. So you said that helps you in the ladies' department. So you know how to treat the ladies.
Well, no, I wouldn't say know how to treat them, because ladies in itself is a different species, or hard to overstand. But we definitely have a little more overstanding of them. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, man. So are you single?
Am I single? What is a single?
Single, in other words, are you without a significant other?
I don't know, no one come put me on that class right now, but
ladies are wondering, I have to ask for them. I have
well, keep the mystery open.
Okay,
yeah, man. Alright, cool.
So I said definitely right now we can see, like, in terms of this new generation of artists coming up, which you are definitely a strong member of. Yeah. How important it is, you think, for such as yourself, Chronix, your sister, Melissa, to have like a positive message? Because we know you have songs like The Weekend and all.
Well, you have to remember, you know, your body is a temple, you know, and what you intake in your body, whether it's food or thought or music, you have to be careful of what you're putting in your temple, you know what I mean, because it's that carrying you on this earth right now. So we always try to play our role, because in our life, there's duality, you know what I mean? You have negative, you have positive, you know what I mean? So the negative have to play them role, and we have to play our role too, which is the positive side. So we'll always be trying our best to keep putting our positive music that is not say positive, but more constructive, you know what I mean? Because sometimes we have a negative message, but it's constructive and progressive, you know? Because not every message that we sing is really positive, because most of the stuff we're really singing about is negative. So you just have to be careful on what you into our progressive way, you know?
Yeah, man, for sure.
Fairly recently, if I understand correctly, you were at Sunfest. You were brought on stage by Chronix and Jackie.
Yeah.
So how did that feel, performing in front of an audience such as Sunfest?
Yo, man, did nervous, your fret, man. I did nervous. Me all I say, yo, how me I go up on that stage right now, cause you go on with the legendary Jackie and thing, but we left with the vibes, and you know what I mean, our family was always there every step of the way. So you know, once you have that, man, we have to always move as a family, man. So we always have that comfort there, and when we go on stage with Chronix, that's a usual thing with Kelly and everybody. So everything was comfortable once we stepped on. But before, there was definitely a nervous feeling. But it's a blessing that they bring us on, you know? Definitely get a lot more exposure. Yeah.
That was a treat. Yeah.
terms of football still, like you mentioned earlier, for those who don't know, is Kez a big baller, just through the injury. So people them want to know if you have a side, who is Kez's side? You know?
Arsenal everywhere, all the way. And if you guys know, it's 2013, going to be 2014, and we're leading the table. So Arsenal all the way. Yeah, man, direct fan.
Definitely. So some people may say that you have a resemblance to Damian Marley. How do you handle such pressure that people may put on you to say that you resemble such a person or you take after such a person?
Well, to be honest, is a thing when I get several times. I get everybody tell me sound like Calibuds, I win, Damian Marley, Bob Marley, Marley, I don't know.
Marley.
But more time, you know, to be compared to such great musicians is definitely an honor, you know what I mean, to be put in those books. But we're still treading our own journey, and when I watch that, we just do our thing, you know what I mean? It's not a pressure, it's more of a platform, if you really look at it like that, you know? So,
so after the Bridging the Gap EP, like, what's the next body of work we can expect?
Well, we have a couple singles coming out. We have one we just dropped with Don Carly on Grade. We have some coming out with Baby G. We have Soko. We have a couple nice producers, Zinc Fence again. We're just going to be releasing some singles and just taking it from there.
So when you say we, who is we?
As in producers?
No, when you say we have this and we have that, is Kez, and who is we?
Well, my team is family, you know what I mean? Whenever anything come up in my family, you know, I go ask daddy, I go ask mommy, then I ask sister, the next sister, uncle. It's a whole we thing. I ask you to more time, you know what I mean? So it's a whole...
entire family is involved with music?
Yeah, man. I'm totally involved in my musical journey as well. Yeah, man.
I understand, like, your parents are performers too, and I heard you say in an interview one time that when your mom was pregnant, you were on stage.
Yeah, when she was performing Sunsplash, I was in her belly. You know what I mean? So from them time there. But I mean, wake up here, daddy I play guitar, mommy I find harmonies in the studio. Them thing there, we never realized how special that was till you get a more concept of what really life is, you know what I mean? Because that was just normal for me, because that's when I wake up and say. So music was always there.
So like how you grew up amongst that now, as like, you know, different generations of people in music, like where you see yourself, you know what I mean, it's 30 years down the line, like where, you know, what are some of the things you want to accomplish?
Well, one thing my team hate about me is that I don't like to plan, because I feel like planning sets restrictions, you know. I have a vision of where this thing wants to be and where I want to take it, but I feel like me is more of I'm a limitless being, and I feel like planning set limits for me, and I just want to not have any limits. So
you want to be free.
Just free. Me is a butterfly in the wind. So yeah.
Okay. So how would you say it was finding yourself as a male artist growing up in a house full of females?
As a male artist? Well, you know, music, well, my daddy and mommy are revolutionaries, you know what I mean? So it wasn't really finding, it was more understanding what making music was. That's when I started to realize, okay, this is what music can have. It can impact people and all of that kind of stuff. So that's when me start really take music serious. It went from a hobby to a passion to a lifestyle, you know what I mean? So
yeah. For those who don't know, we understand that you spent a significant amount of time in Africa. You know what I mean? So I'm sure you saw some things there that impacted music, probably helped with writing and all that sort of stuff. Anything? Definitely
traveling to me was the best classroom. I was born and raised in Jamaica, and then I moved to Tanzania, which is in Eastern Africa, for 3 years. And after that I moved to Ethiopia for another 3 years. So I was definitely exposed. And throughout those years in Africa, I was traveling all around the continent. So I definitely exposed to a lot of different cultures, different languages, different kind of foods, and it just shows you how big this world is and how vast it is, and you can't just live in a little bubble here. You have to know, so you have to travel, you have to see things. So it plays a major role in what my music represents today.
In terms of construction now, like how you put together your music, like how you choose a man who want to bring Kez rhythm right now? You know, what you listen for, or are you open to working with producers out there? You know, what's the...
Well, you don't know, music is really a divine thing. It comes from creativity that comes from nowhere. So anytime I get this question, it's kind of hard for me to answer how it happens, you know what I mean? It can happen anyway. We can just look on a goat over there and say, yeah, it's a tune that it inspired me somehow to write a tune. So it comes from anywhere, coming from a rhythm, coming from me just sitting here with you guys. Definitely open to working with producers, but we like to still keep everything in-house, but we do, once the project is right, everything is right, I'll be there.
Would you say there's a difference between the songs that are preferred abroad and the songs that are preferred in Jamaica?
Definitely. I think me performing in California or even releasing songs in California is way more about the feel of the music and what the music is saying. But when you come here in Jamaica, it's all about lyrics. Nobody don't care what the rhythm is, just lyrics. They want to hear you chop lyrics. So definitely difference. In California crowd, everybody is dancing. In a Jamaica, everybody stays so look on you. Just want to hear what you have to say. So yeah.
True, very true.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. I thoroughly enjoyed the interview.
Give thanks,
and I'm sure the ladies are thoroughly going to enjoy it too. Look forward to your performance. Thanks for joining us.
Give thanks. JussbussTV.
JussbussTV.
Up. Yeah. Nice.